Many years later, when Shararat got over, I was at Joggers Park and two kids came running up to me and they said, "आप ना वो जिया मल्होत्रा है ना, उसके जैसे दिखते हो." And I was so sad. And I said, "नहीं वो मैं ही हूँ." 20 years since Shararat came on air, but the love, the adulation, the excitement, the joy, the fact that I have people messaging me saying you are one of our core childhood memories. Absolutely. That is such a big compliment. There are way popular television actors and characters, but to be someone's childhood memory it's a gift. And to know that a childhood memory is 99% always happy. So I know that I had the good fortune of bringing happiness into people's childhood. So I had commented on something called Selfie with Daughter. I still remember. And all the men, and the women rather, who were trolling me at that point, ended up proving my point absolutely correctly, because I said that I think it's a bit of a tokenism, campaign. And they were so offended that they ended up calling me names and saying things about my father and saying things about my daughter. I don't care what photograph you're taking there. So what are you doing? You're abusing her daughter. You are abusing the daughter of another man. So what is the purpose of all of this? Hi, this is Shruti Seth and you're watching me on Shubhajit's YouTube channel.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, बचपन से 90s किड अगर आप हो, श्रिंग व्रिंग सर्वलिंग जो ये मंत्र है वो आप बहुत सारे दूसरे स्पिरिचुअल मंत्रों से पहले आप जानते होंगे, बिकॉज दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ कैरिस्मा दैट दिस शो हैड काइंड ऑफ क्रिएटेड. एंड ऑफ कोर्स जिया मल्होत्रा इज इन एवरीबॉडीज हार्ट. वो 90s के किड्स हो या फिर अभी के जो जो मिलेनियल्स एंड ऑल who have kind of come on this beautiful planet a lot later, but they have watched the show during the lockdown. This lady has done everything right from being a presenter in front of the camera, one of the most I think the earliest VJs in the country, I believe, in terms of presenting shows and everything.
Well, firstly, thank you for having me here. And no, there were many predecessors who I admired and looked up to, are of course now very, very dear friends of mine. But Mini Mathur, Maria Goretti, Shahnaz Trajriwala, there's just a long list of female VJs, Ruby Bhatia, Rageshwari. There were a lot of women before me who sort of paved the path, and I'm just glad I got to walk that path just behind them. And it's sad that now the concept of music television doesn't really exist, but yes, we've all been fortunate to have populated that world.
You certainly did, and for a lot of aspiring other anchors or people who want to be in front of the camera or people who want to do live shows, etc. You, or if I talk about Ranveer Shori and all, these were the kind of people who kind of burst into the scene and they made things believable, right? Irrespective of the gender. Yaar, there is something strong as a career beyond acting as well. It's not just acting. Bombay is not just about acting. You can kind of explore your horizon in different ways as well. You had that start as a presenter. You have hosted multiple shows as well, and then eventually you moved into acting. वो जो shift होता है, that shift usually is very difficult, right? Because stereotyping is something that is very much a part of the entertainment industry, right? Whether you talk about doing work on TV, films, etc., हर जगह stereotyping होता है. So initially, when you were auditioning, did people show inhibitions in terms of kind of casting you?
Well, I think the one thing where I've been extremely fortunate is that I actually straddle both worlds simultaneously. I did of course start off as a model, and then I began hosting shows. And alongside, I started getting few acting gigs. So साथ I did both things, and the good thing is that I never had to choose one over the other. I did Shararat at the same time I was a Channel V VJ. When I finished Shararat and I moved on to other work and I finished my work as a channel VVJ, I moved on to hosting shows on general entertainment channels. Of course, one of them being extremely popular by the name of Comedy Circus. And luckily for me, I've never had to really sort of pave a new path. I was very lucky that I got accepted in both roles and I had the opportunity of doing both things simultaneously. So I I don't particularly remember ever having any trouble convincing people of my acting prowess or my hosting prowess. I was lucky. I got to enjoy both things together and I still do. So
हर एक इंसान के जिंदगी में that breakthrough show or that breakthrough moment comes, which kind of kickstarts, because the journey is like this, and suddenly it becomes this, right? For you particularly, Shararat was that. And even today when I see episodes YouTube में बोलो या कहीं पे और, you still get the same amount of love and excitement that you felt at that point of time, because all of you over there, you created a very aspirational world. In front of a real world, realistic problems, you created a very aspirational world जो सबको चाहिए, right? Everybody loves fantasies. When you first started working in the show, that first initial week, आपको लगा कि इस लेवल का सक्सेस और इस लेवल का जो आई थिंक पॉपुलैरिटी है वो हो जाएगा? बिकॉज बैक इन दोस टाइम्स यू डिडंट हैव सोशल मीडिया, राइट? इट वाज गुड क्रेडिबिलिटी, it was just word of mouth. There's no kind of false PR implemented to kind of make anything work, right? So did you realize कि उस लेवल पे पिक अप करेगा?
honestly, I remember before I did Shararat, I used to do a show called Maan, and it was a grueling shoot. As in, that's just the nature of television. It's always deadlines, 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 and you're working really, really long hours. And of course, back in the day, there was literally no cap on how many hours one could shoot. So I remember back then when I was doing that show, I think we had shot for almost a month or maybe longer. And it was relentless. I was just shooting. I was there from 8 in the morning till 10:30 in the night. I used to come back home, go to sleep, wake up in the morning. And it was a drill. It never stopped. And I reached a point where my system just broke. And I remember once I was just sitting and I looked spent. And one of the co-actors on the show, Achint Kaur, she told me, she said, you know what? Right now, you're just seeing the pain. When the first time someone sees you on a street and says, I watch you on Maan, all this pain will disappear. And then the joy will stay forever. And of course, I didn't believe. I was like, no, it's not going to happen. I'm just tired. I'm dying. I can't do this anymore. And she said, trust me, when someone tells you that you touch them through that show with your performance or a particular scene or whatever, the fact that you were chosen to do that, you will not be able to thank your lucky stars enough. And that stayed with me. And Shararat actually, the conversation started much before the show actually happened. It was a 2-year long conversation that kept happening. And Zarina Mehta back then just picked up the phone once out of the blue. I had no idea who she was. As in, of course, I knew who she was, but I didn't know her personally. And she said, hi, Shruti, I'm going to be doing this show and I want you to play this witch. So I was like, okay. And she didn't tell me. She just said, okay, now I'm going to call you back. I said, fine. And then she just disappeared for like 1 year. And I thought, okay, some whatever. 1 year later, she called me back. That show I spoke to you about, it's happening, huh? You're on. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm just figuring out the rest of the cast. So I said, okay. Back then, Star Plus was just on the rise, and finally 2 years later she called me and she said, okay, so I'm shooting a pilot and I have finalized the cast. It's you and it's going to be Farida Jalal. She's going to play your grandmother and I'm figuring out the rest of the cast, but we're shooting this pilot. I said, okay. And we shot the pilot in the month of, I think, October. I still remember. It was year 2002. We shot the pilot, and then the same year, in 2002, when the show got approved and we got a telecast date, I remember Tarun Katyal at that time, who was actually, strangely enough, an old college acquaintance, was then the blue-eyed boy of Star Television. And he was, in charge of programming. And I remember hounding VJ UD for many years before that, saying I want to be a VJ, I want to be a VJ, I want to be a VJ. And for some reason, it just wasn't happening. So I remember once we were standing in Olive, and he just said, "If you want to be a VJ, that's the guy you want to talk to." And I saw Tarun, and I said, "Oh my God, I know him." So I went up to him and I said, "I want to be a VJ." He said, "1 second, aren't you doing a show for us on Star Plus?" I said, "Yeah, but that's separate. I also want to be a VJ." So that same year in December, I gave my audition. I still remember it was on my birthday, 18th December 2002. I got selected, and in 2003 January, Shararat went on air, and I became a channel VJ. And I was doing both things together. 10 days of the month I would shoot Shararat. The other 20 days I used to work as a VJ. And at that time, every time people used to meet me, they used to call me Jia, Jia, Jia. I said, "No, my name is Shruti. I'm VJ Shruti." I used to get very upset that वो मुझे मेरे असली नाम से क्यों नहीं जानते. At that point, I had no idea what a big dent Jia Malhotra was going to make in my world and the rest of the universe. And it was much later, of course, Channel V got over in 2 years. Shararat continued for 4 years. And at that point, I remember grandparents, parents, children, like anyone and everyone who ever watched Star Plus would come to me and say, "Oh my God, you ruined our Friday nights. You ruined our Friday nights. We can't do anything because the kids won't leave." And even we like the show, so now it's like family watching. And even then I was like, "हाँ ठीक है, अच्छा पसंद है आपको show, very good." उस time तो और भी बड़े shows हो रहे थे. Many years later, when Shararat got over, I was at Joggers Park and 2 kids came running up to me and they said, "आप ना वो जिया मल्होत्रा है ना, उसके जैसे दिखते हो." And I was so sad. And I said, "नहीं, वो मैं ही हूँ." And that day I remember I was like, I didn't value being called Jia Malhotra enough. And now I understand the value of being that character. But I've been so blessed because even today, it has now been 20 years since Shararat came on air. But the love, the adulation, the excitement, the joy, the fact that I have people messaging me saying you are one of our core childhood memories, that is such a big compliment. And this kind of opportunity doesn't come to everybody. There are way popular television actors and characters, but to be someone's childhood memory it's a gift. And to know that a childhood memory is 99% always happy. So I know that I had the good fortune of bringing happiness into people's childhood. So that's really all I can say about Shara.
That's like so much of good work all at the same time. And एक होता है ना, अगर आप दूसरों को खुश करते हो, then you earn some kind of goodwill, right? पुण्य कमाते हो आप because आप दूसरों को entertain करते हो, and at the same time you are ensuring that good work happens to you. When you entertain people, in like, it's not just about 1-2 people that we're talking about. We're talking about like an entire community, an entire generation of children. बच्चे उसमें मैं भी आता था because I don't remember 2003 शायद मैं standard 1 या 2 में होऊंगा शायद. So I was like a baby, and I remember very clearly this one night I was at my grandfather's house at that night. I was staying back over there, and unfortunately he's no more. But they used to love us a lot, and उनके room में television होता था, right? So he used to go for dinner at night ऊपर वाले floor में, and that room used to be vacant. So I used to occupy that room, and वो TV जो था उसका charge मैं लेता था. And suddenly I heard about the show promos and everything coming up at that point of time, and then I realized कि 9 बजे से नया show है, चालू करके देखते हैं. I tried on an experimental basis, right? And then वो जो एक मैंने देखा, उसके बाद I never stopped watching. So that is the kind of impact. Because a lot of shows क्या होता है, which kind of brings to my next question as well. A lot of shows क्या होता है कि initially they start on a slow note, eventually they pick up pace, right? Shararat, on the other hand, picked up pace right from the very first episode, right? Which was so crucial to the show's success, I personally believe as well. What do you think perhaps you as an actor or the entire cast did differently? Because it's not just about the script. हर show में script होता है, हर show में there's a team that's working on it. But then what was so magical about you all कि 20 साल बाद भी लोग उसको भूल नहीं पाते, they still go search कर करके entertainment के लिए they go over there.
Well, I think, of course, I don't want to take away credit. I think number one, Zarina Mehta had sort of imagined the show a certain way, and she stayed very close to her vision of the show. So number one, credit goes to her because she really was. This was her baby. I think she managed to, whether it happened by accident or by design, she put together an excellent team of technicians. Our director, Mr. Rajiv Mehra, was just, I don't think we've ever been able to get over the crush that we have on him collectively as a cast. We absolutely love Rajiv Mehra. Till today, we always speak of him and we admire him so much because of his hold on the craft, his ability to, capture a scene, the essence of it, bring out the laughter. He's obviously done like superior work on television. So comedy is a very, very strong format for him. Most importantly, other than the primary technician, which is of course Mr. Rajiv Mehra, there was our cameraman Carlton, who was really the genius because all the magic was done by him. He used to figure out all the tricks that would make magic happen on screen, on the edit, because he used to shoot it. But I think what made Shararat real fun was the script, and that credit goes to Ashwini Dheer to start with because he was one of the earliest writers. All the scenes in which Farida ji and I have this Jugalbandi where we speak Shero Shairi, we could still watch a couple of episodes. We speak in rhyme, and we used to shoot one scene in one take. So we used to learn it. It was like shooting a play. So we used to know our scenes backwards, and you had to know it, and that there was no other way around it. Rajiv Mehra was very clear. I don't care if you're a good actor or not. You have to know your lines. And I was such a naughty actor, but only because I knew the scripts backwards. And all my cast members, they were like, you're such a sharp girl because you remember your script, he never catches you. But I used to do the maximum amount of mischief on that set. And I don't know, I'm lucky. When I would read the script, I would not just know my lines, I knew everyone's lines. So I used to sit prompting everybody when we used to do our readings. It was not nice, they didn't like it. I was like that teacher's pet, which is very likes for that. But that's just the way it is. But I think it was just the coming together of so many fine things that made Shararat what it was. And other than all the technical aspects, what really brought life into the show and the fact, like you said, that even 20 years later, people still go to it because there's something that you feel when you watch the show, right? You feel like you belong to this household. I think that happened because as a cast, all of us, none of us knew what we were stepping into. We had no idea this is going to explode and be this big 20 years later. उस वक्त तो कुछ idea ही नहीं था हमको. And we were just on a set, having fun, saying the funniest lines, laughing at our scenes. We've laughed through so many shoots. So many we had to cut because we used to say the line and start laughing. We used to find it so funny ourselves. But to do it with a flat face, it would happen eventually, but we've laughed at so many of our scenes. And I think the general camaraderie between me, Manoj Bora, who's now Karmi Bora, Harsh Vashesh, Simple Paul, Aditi Shivekar, of course, Farida Jalal was at another league. She was like mother hen to us. For us to be in the same room as her, it was like we were like, what did we do as actors to get this, right? मतलब आप फरीदा जलाल के साथ खड़े होकर सीन्स कर रहे हैं एंड मैं तो उनके साथ बदतमीजियां कर रही हूँ एज जिया लड़ रही हूँ मतलब I used to be I was such a monster in the show also, but whether it was Mahesh Thakur or it was Poonam Narula or it was Shoma Anand, the cast, the people who came together, we just carried the show so lightly on us. We were just grateful we had a chance to meet 10 days a month and just have fun. And then go out there and get love from people. Like the money was a given, वो तो मतलब हर काम के लिए मिलता है, पर एक काम में आपको इतनी संतुष्टि मिलना is not, and at that time there were popular shows, way more popular than Shararat, but we remember hearing little murmurs that वहाँ पर तो मतलब 20-24 घंटे लोग शूट कर रहे हैं, people are fainting, उनको अस्पताल लेके जाया जा रहा है. And we used to shoot from morning 9 till 6 o'clock because Rajiv Mehra used to hate shooting more than 8 hours. So we were living the dream. We had an amazing show where all of us were playing fun young characters, much younger than our actual ages at that point. I was 25 when I shot Shararat, and I was playing 18 years as Jia Malhotra. But I was actually 25 years old then. All of us were in our, other than Aditi, who was the youngest, all of us were in our early 20s, and we were all playing 18-year-old college kids. So, number one, while people were being aged on television, we were being made to play younger than the actual than our actual age. And then, like I said, to shoot in such a happy, healthy, easy environment, uh, and be on prime time, we would get a fantastic slot. Our, our sitting audience was a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Children are so loyal.
Correct.
You know, no hell or high water, they'll watch your show and repeat 1000 बार देखेंगे and देखते रहेंगे and बड़े भी हो गए and they still love the show. I really could not have. If I had thought of this myself as a wish, I would have still not been able to put in all my wishes the way they came together in Shararat.
Oh, nice, yeah. And you know, when something becomes a grand success, उसका एक और validation point है when people talk about यार ये show का comeback कब होगा, ये कब होगा, वो कब होगा. I know for the longest time there have been discussions and you know content या तो you know you tried maneuvering to young age. Perhaps the networks were not accepting, etc. But अगर कुछ एक सोशल मीडिया ओपिनियन अगर बनाया जाए उस पर सिर्फ उसके बेसिस पे अगर कोई नेटवर्क सिलेक्ट करे तो हर नेटवर्क के बीच में झगड़ा लग जाए कि यार हमें चाहिए हमें चाहिए हमें चाहिए. But genuinely, now the platforms have risen, right? There are YouTube channels out there where you can put your independent content. There are OTT platforms as well. The chances of Shararat coming back, say perhaps जो 10 साल पहले था, when ये OTT platforms का rise नहीं था, compared to then, do you feel कि chances अभी ज़्यादा है?
Well, so here's the thing. We also keep making jokes saying, देखिए हम तो मरेंगे ही नहीं जब तक season 2 आएगा नहीं. We will hold on to our dear lives to make sure that we get to unite as a cast again. On the contrary, we did try, to rewrite a slightly more contemporary version of Shararat that would appeal to a more young adult audience, because we realized that now the audience's preferences have also changed. We did take it to Hotstar, but I don't know. I think they must have done their own internal, focus groups or metrics or whatever, and it didn't fare high enough for them. I'm assuming to get it back together.
When was this thing? Recently?
No, this must have been at least maybe 7 years ago.
Okay.
And finally, I think we all decided that we can keep waiting for someone to sort of have this epiphany that, boss, you have this legacy show sitting here, the cast is here, they love each other still, let's capitalize on it. While that is the dream, and I hope one morning someone just wakes up with it, I think the one thing that we can control is probably start creating a little bit of content in and as ourselves, so that at least you get to see the same bunch of faces. I'm not so sure if we can actually make Shararat, because it's a licensed show and the rights of the show belong to a network. So we're not going to do anything that will in any way taint the reputation of our show, and we wouldn't want that.
You know, we spoke about the other TV shows as well, but then हर एक actor की जिंदगी में वो होता है कि you do a lot of work, and hard work जो होता है, hard work is sacrosanct, and hard work I believe is consistent. You work hard day in day out, and suddenly one fine day, I believe ये मेरा personal यकीन भी है कि you find day you get lucky and then a lot of good things happen, right? उस time पे unfortunately social media was not there. But say, imagine a situation when a show like Shararat was there, was blowing up the way it did, and simultaneously, अगर उस time पे social media होता है, right? You think कि the way you have eventually managed to retain your connect with your fans, वो और level पे आप बढ़ा सकते थे, because अगर उस time पे social media का भी मदद रहता तो? उसके बिना ही इतना strong.
I feel that, while there are, of course, merits to social media, I feel that I'm not so sure if the staying power is as much, because you're absorbing so much content daily, minute by minute. There's so much happening around you that it's difficult to pay attention to so many things at once. At that time, there was one big channel, there was this one typical kid show that everyone liked. For example, I'm saying, I know that my daughter is 10 right now, and she watches a lot of content on various different networks. I'm not so sure if her generation is as sort of, what would I say, religious about the content that they consume. I know that the kids we impacted have stayed with the show even 20 years later. So I feel that we actually had it at a really good time because your attention was not that fragmented.
Absolutely.
Right? So there was only one Shararat back then, and maybe one or two more. There was a Shakalaka Boom Boom, there was a Sonpari, there was a Hatim. पर उसके अलावा ये 4 शोज में आपको काफी अटेंशन मिल जाती है. अब ऐसा है कि 400 शोज. So even though you have social media, 400 शोज को कैसे रिमेम्बर कर पाएंगे? So I feel that maybe it's all been very well timed क्योंकि back then we got to make our foothold into people's hearts and their consciousness through the power and the medium of television. The fact that someone does appointment television, you know that they are making a mental note that Friday को 9 बजे मुझे बैठकर शरारत देखनी. It becomes a timetable in your head.
Right.
As opposed to binge watching, मेरा जब मन करेगा
कभी
मैं
भी
देखूंगी. So whatever you can do, whenever you feel like, you don't make it a priority.
Right.
Because you know बाद में भी देख सकते हैं. But this you knew कि भाई अगर
मिस हो गया तो फिर
मिस हो गया तो फिर कहाँ
रिपीट
देखेंगे.
टेलीकास्ट कब देखेंगे, कब होगा क्या पता.
So I feel that I think the timing of it has been quite perfect because we get love for a show that was popularized on television, on social media today. So it's like we have all our bases covered. I don't think I would have wanted social media to be there back then.
You know, the reason why I talked about social media is connected to my next question. I'll tell you why. Social media एक ऐसा दुनिया है जहाँ पे अगर आप 10 out of 10 things अच्छे करो ना, तो भी फिर भी आपको 2-3 लोग ऐसे रहेंगे who will try to pull you down, who will try to bring you down, right? There was an incident that happened जो आपको भी पता है when your husband had kind of commented something regarding मन की बात, वो जो था उस टाइम पे.
No, it was
So,
me. I
हाँ,
had spoken about something.
so उसके लिए what I remember is that कि a lot of trolls came your way, but the good thing is that a lot of your industry colleagues stood by you in solidarity, right? That is the kind of equation and friendship we deserve from every community that we are part of, right? उस टाइम पे कौन-कौन से वो लोग थे जो आपके साथ खड़े थे? Who were the kind of people who kind of not just gave support to you on social media but also put that additional effort to kind of message you या call you कि श्रुति कोई बात नहीं, we're there, you know, beside you, with you. Who were the people at that point in time?
Well, to be honest, it was literally everyone and anyone I had ever known because they all just found the entire episode so ludicrous. Because they were like, and this was obviously way back in, I think, I don't know, maybe 2013, 14 के आसपास हुआ होगा, 14 में maybe. And no one could understand what is it that I had said that was so offensive.
इतना blow out of proportion.
And the funny thing was, I had commented on something called selfie with daughter. I still
Right,
remember. And all the men, and the women rather, who were trolling me at that point, ended up proving my point absolutely correctly because I said that I think it's a bit of a tokenism, campaign. And they were so offended that they ended up calling me names and saying things about my father and saying things about my daughter. And I said, this is exactly what I'm saying. That just because you take a picture with your daughter doesn't mean you learn how to respect women. So stop doing things as to show on social media. अपनी सोच बदलिए और एटलीस्ट रिफ्लेक्ट ऑन मैं कर क्या रही हूँ. तो आप अपनी बेटी के साथ तो फोटो ले रहे हैं पर आप किसी और की बेटी को इस तरह गालियां दे रहे हैं तो फिर उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? And of course, at the end of the day, I'm very clear that I need to protect my mental peace, my mental peace. And I tried to reason for 2 days maybe, after which I just took the post down because I said, जिनकी सोच आप नहीं बदल सकते उन पर आप अपना वक्त क्यों जाया करते? उनको दिख ही नहीं रहा है कि वो क्या गलत कर रहे हैं. And at that point, literally everyone who I knew who had been a part of, whether acquaintances or friends, everyone took to social media saying, guys, are you guys not seeing what you're doing? Look at how you guys are attacking her. This is unprecedented and uncalled for. So I don't care what photograph you're taking there. So what are you doing? You're abusing her daughter. You are abusing the daughter of another man. So what is the purpose of all of this?
There lies the hypocrisy in that case.
But nobody saw that. They still didn't get it. And eventually I was like, you know what? Of course, उस वक्त ये होता है कि oh she took her words back. Well, yes, I took my words back. Why should
That's
I
not
leave
more
myself
important than my family, my
and my
daughter.
peace of mind? Why should I open myself up to get random strangers say the vilest of things? I don't need it. And again, they were probably doing what they were paid to do, so they were all just doing their jobs. My thing is, I had the option of saying, okay, I can delete this and have my role go back to the way it was, and that's exactly what I do. And a lot of time that happens even on social media now, where I choose not to respond to people. Because I'm like you up, you're trying to bait me, and you want me to start talking to you. Why should I? आपने जो बोल दिया निकल लो.
You know, I think the best way to describe this would be selective and convenient outrage. जो चीज को लेके होना चाहिए उस चीज को लेके काफी बार कुछ होता नहीं है, लेकिन you just pick up something because even today, unfortunately, be the condition of women that's unfortunately there in this country, nothing has really changed. अगर आप you know, if a woman doesn't feel you know safe at a very own workplace, फिर I mean क्या ही फिर independence, क्या ही फिर revolution, क्या ही फिर हमने जिंदगी में as a community, as a country उखाड़ा. And that's a big thing for me as well to say on camera, but I don't mind saying it because that's the truth, right? But ये जो selective and convenient outrage है, say for example back then तो हुआ your industry colleagues and you said everybody supported you, right? अभी थोड़ा डर का माहौल है. अभी अगर कुछ ऐसा होता आपके साथ, you think the same number of people would have stood with you? Who were the people whom you remember कि यार ये इंसान जो है इसने genuinely सिर्फ ट्रेंड में बह के नहीं किया सपोर्ट, बिकॉज वो भी एक चीज होता है, राइट? इफ दे सी 5-6 अदर सेलिब्रिटीज वीडियो, चलो वो भी हो रहा है, न्यूज बन रहा है, हम लोग भी कुछ डाल देते हैं सपोर्ट में. दे डोंट इवन अंडरस्टैंड इट, दे यू नो शिट ब्रेक्स आउट ऑफ इट, बट दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या है जेन्युइन ऑर्गेनिक सपोर्ट. आपको किन लोग का लगा था उस टाइम पे? यू टेक नेम्स.
You know, to be very honest, I don't think I want to right now because it's a thing of the past and I don't want to unnecessarily dig out and dig up old graves. I think आपने जो कहा selective outrage के बारे में, I want to differ on that because I'm totally okay with you having selective outrage. We can't all outrage on everything, right?
Correct.
You're going to pick and choose what matters most to you. Why it matters to you is not anyone else's business.
Correct.
I feel for a particular cause. I may feel for the environment a little more than I feel for, you know, say animal rights.
Right.
I will try and give my support to whatever makes me feel that my voice here will make a difference. आप इसके बारे में बोलते हैं, आप उसके बारे में, क्योंकि मैं पूरे दिन आउटरीच थोड़ी ना करती बैठूंगी, right?
Right.
I have a problem. Yes, I would like to talk about women's rights, but at the same time, I don't want to tell women what to do as part of a religious doctrine. So I'm not against the idea of selective outrage. Please kariye as per your convenience. My bigger concern is do not lose your dignity, your decency, and your humanity. There is a way to put your point out there without becoming violent, without losing a basic sense of respect for a fellow human being. You and I can have completely different points of view, and we can still sit here and be decent about our disagreements.
Absolutely.
I do not have to start making comments about your family, about your appearance, about your success, about your failures. I don't have to hurt you because our opinions don't match. I have to learn how to say, okay, let me hear you out. Sorry, it's not appealing to me. It's not resonating with my belief system. That's on me. I will respectfully disagree and let that go. And I can still continue to have a civil conversation with you, even though I know that our stand on the same thing is absolutely
That's where maturity lies.
that's basic intelligence. अब आपको हर बंदा अपने आपके व्यू पॉइंट का तो मिलेगा नहीं ना, पर या तो आप मुझे कन्विंस करिए कि मेरे पास एक्चुअल फैक्ट्स हैं, मे बी यू बीन मिसगाइडेड, आई एम हैप्पी टू स्टैंड करेक्टेड, बट I don't need to make a person feel undignified because I disagree with them.
So true.
And I think that is what needs to be addressed. You can be selective about only one thing in your life and keep outraging on it for the rest of your life. If someone does not see the same thing the way you see it, just have the decency to accept people being different and let it go. ये जो हो गया कि या तो आप मेरा ही व्यू पॉइंट देखिए, वरना फिर मैं आपके बारे में, आपके परिवार के बारे में, आपके काम के बारे में, हर चीज के बारे में आपको इतनी वाहियात चीजें बोलूंगी. And I don't see how that helps. You still will not agree with me.
Absolutely.
पर मैंने सिर्फ अपनी जबान गंदी कर दी है. So I think for me it was just the horror of seeing the thoughts and the words that were coming out of people's mouth. I did not want them to agree with me. It was a point of view that I put out there. But what came back as this tsunami was uncalled for. And I know better than to ever do that again, not out of fear. It's the pointlessness of it. I would rather put my energy somewhere where it will actually have an
Channelize
impact.
into something productive.
मैं क्यों यहाँ बैठकर अपना सर कहीं पर जाकर खपाऊं? मुझे पता है इस बंदे को नहीं समझ में आने वाला है. तो ठीक है, आप अपना व्यू पॉइंट रखिए, मैं अपना रखती हूँ, पर मुझे यहाँ बोलने की तो बिल्कुल भी जरूरत नहीं है. And I think that wisdom also came to me over a period of time where one can call it fear if they feel like if it makes them feel happy. हाँ, हम डर गए, हमने बात करना छोड़ दिया. I think for me, when I started studying Buddhist psychology, at that point, one of my primary lessons was that even if you can impact one life positively, that's enough than trying to change the world. Just impact one life. So if I will actually spend that physical time and effort into doing something that will benefit just you as opposed to screaming on a social media platform where millions of people are listening to me, that's pointless. I would rather impact this one life.
So true and very well said. And वही है कि you pick and choose your battles. That is what it is. That's how you go. Uh, let's talk about your equation or the love that you have had over a period of. We're coming to the last leg of the conversation. I don't know, I've seen the clock as well. But then एक pertinent सवाल है कि Farida ji had been very close to you throughout your entire life, right? She was like a mother to you.
She is like a mother to me.
She is like a mother to you, right? And that defines, wo statement in itself defines the love, right? Uh, when you heard that, kind of unfortunately things were not working out, उन्होंने एक statement पहले कहा था कि she doesn't value, I mean, she does not that she doesn't value, she said that कि a lot of people have changed over a period of time. That was never referred about you, right? How have you over a period of time, how did you, when during her lifetime, keep in touch and try to do special things for her, because you do those things for your mother, right?
Well, we just took her out for lunch the other day. I think her statement was definitely not about anyone from Shararat because touchwood, we've all stayed connected the same way as we were in year 2003. आज भी हम एक दूसरे की लाइफ में उतने ही इन्वॉल्व हैं जितना कि हम तब हुआ करते थे. Of course, everyone has gotten busy, everyone has kids, everyone has other commitments. But I know that, God forbid, if there was any crisis in my life, I can pick up the phone and call Farida ji, Karnveer, Simple, Harsh, Aditi, and they will be at my doorstep as soon as it is possible. I think her, what she may have alluded to, I'm not sure, I don't want to speak on her behalf. I think there is a nature of a line of work that कुछ relationship बहुत ज़्यादा intense हो जाती हैं और फिर वो टूट जाती हैं, then people move in opposite directions. And one would like to feel, and which is why I keep saying that Shararat is an anomaly, क्योंकि ऐसा होता नहीं है. मैंने और जितने भी शोज किए हैं, मेरी रिलेशनशिप कभी भी उस कास्ट के साथ इस कदर कभी नहीं हो पाई है. Whether I'm not saying the people were bad or whatever, it was a time. It was a time. It was 4 years of working day in and day out with somebody every single month. Definitely, the relationship was much stronger. I have had just as much fun working on all the shows that I've done, but the frequency has been shorter.
Right.
So they've been very intense romances, and then वो टूट जाता है. शरारत is like a long, everlasting marriage. तो वो टूटने की गुंजाइश ही नहीं है. And I hope कभी भी ऐसी नौबत ही ना आए हम में से किसी की लाइफ में जहाँ we feel that we lost contact with one another. Farida ji has been, is, and will always be my second mother. And I am the daughter that she didn't have. And for me, that is a big privilege. And I hope that I can always say that about myself for as long as I live and breathe.
क्या बात है.
I mean, we would love to explore the conversation to a great extent, but then एक last सवाल के साथ we'll wrap things up. Your role in Rajniti was, I think, something that surprised a lot of people, because even yourself, right? Uh, and लोगों ने सोचा नहीं होगा, because सबको, no matter how many number of shows you, it's like Dilip Joshi sir, for example, no matter what he does in the future, he will always be referred as Jethalal, right? Similarly, you have become like that, forever wala Jia Malhotra in our life, and suddenly we see you in a different avatar like that. And when you got some great performers alongside you, right? You got a Ranbir, who I personally feel is the finest actor in this country today. Someone like a Prakash Jha, who is an expert in the field, kind of behind the camera. What a fantastic environment to be at. Just learn and hone your craft. And Ranbir was also growing up at that point of time as an artist, right? And some of his best work have happened after Rajniti, but people still talk about Rajniti, right? As actors, how did you vibe on set? Because it's not that you have to necessarily be friends with everybody, but a common energy आप लोग share करते हो, right? When you are on a set, what was the kind of energy like with Ranbir on set? Because I'm sure he must have also known about Shararat, because सबको पता था, irrespective of age groups. Like, what were the kind of conversations or the energy like with Ranbir and the entire cast on set?
So honestly, I had no scenes with Ranbir during Rajniti.
Yeah.
I have interacted with him. The first time that we actually met was at the success party of Rajniti. But I've known him uske pehle, and hands down, he is one of the most gifted actors of his generation. And clearly you can see the DNA and the lineage of his family. For me, of course, my primary scene was with Arjun Rampal, who was even more nervous than I was, which was very funny, and Manoj Bajpayee. And of course, for me, firstly, to be in a Prakash Jha film was the number one box to get ticked. Prakash was very clear that he wanted the character to be played by someone who would be least expected to do what this character does, and which is one of the reasons I think I got picked, because he was like, हाँ इसको देखकर तो किसी को नहीं पता चलेगा ये क्या करने वाली है. I remember I spent 25 days shooting before I actually had to do that scene of the film. And I think I didn't sleep properly even one night, because I would wake up with anxiety saying, oh my God, how am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? How am I going to do it?
Yeah.
What if I get flack?
Yeah.
What if people say, why did she do this? What's wrong with her? And everyone said, why did you do this? What is wrong with you? But as a compliment, saying, when we were watching it, we were just like, oh my God, no, we would have not expected this
The surprise factor.
of Shruti. So I think what I set out to do did happen. But other than what the reaction was, the fact that it made me so uncomfortable is one of the reasons I'm glad I said yes to it. Because I can play Jia Malhotra in my sleep. And to be able to do something that actually challenges you yourself to say, okay, how am I going to bring a certain level of, believability to this character? How am I going to be able to exude the desperation of this woman, that she's willing to do whatever it takes to get that little piece of power,
Right.
and the vulnerability, all of that. It was just such a lovely acting exercise for me. And it's weird because it's really, I think I have a total of maybe 3 scenes in the entire film with a cast that was huge.
But impact देखो.
But the fact that the 3 scenes made people sit up and take notice. I remember many years ago, I was watching an interview by Nasiruddin Shahzad,
Yeah.
and he said, no part is small. And that is really what Rajniti is, that there are no small parts. It's what a character does to a story. It's what an actor brings to the table. All those things together make a character remembered.
I think, just the departing thoughts would be कि Rajniti as a movie was, I think, a game changer for so many people. In fact, Manoj Bajpayee sir was on my channel earlier, and he also said कि यार मेरा उस टाइम पे दौर उतना अच्छा नहीं चल रहा था, but करारा जवाब मिलेगा. Rajniti के बाद things changed for him, and suddenly he was kind of bombarded with offers, right? So I think that whole environment, that whole set was very lucky and productive for a lot of people, and I think that is exactly what we want. And I think the balance should always be there between actors in terms of their comfort zone, what's working for them, and that surprise factor which you I think maintain. एक और बैलेंस होना चाहिए खुशी एंड डबल खुशी का, which I hope genuinely remains in your life throughout the day. Thank you so much for being with me. It's a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. That was Jia Malhotra. मैं पहला नाम उनका वही लूंगा, श्रुति तो सबको पता ही है. And before I let you go, I've got a small gift hamper for you. So ये मैं मेरे चैनल पे जितने भी लोग आते हैं उन सबको मैं देता हूं. I'm pretty sure you will love what's inside. So that is exactly for you. So guys, that was this very interesting podcast with Shruti over here. Shararat has created impact, and I'm sure that the other shows that she comes forward with in the future वो भी impact create करेगा. शायद शरारत जितना नहीं, but हम लोग चाहते भी नहीं उतना करे, because we want her to be our eternal Jia Malhotra. But then thank you so much. I wish you success for everything that you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Pleasure. God bless. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you. And I'll see you all with another interesting episode very soon. Thank you.